Remain with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to make a slimline card which can be used into your junk journal. And let me show you what I mean. Here's my junk journal, and I'm just going to open it up to a page here that doesn't have anything on it, and I have it so that I can glue it on here and lift it up and have my message inside or my writing place inside. So this particular one, this is my style number 2 of my slimline cards. So this one can be used for multiple purposes. And so let's see how it's done. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take a piece of cardstock. Now, in the case of my journal, I probably would do beige cardstock, but for my demo, I'm just going to use white so you can see the different layers. I'm going to measure a piece here that's 3 1/4. And cut it. Then I want the other direction to be 6 1/4. Now this is the piece that will go on the back. Next, I want a piece of cardstock that is 11 inches long. I have one here. It's 11 inches long. And I want to cut it at 2 1/2 inches. Okay. Now, and then I need 2 pieces of designer paper. My largest piece is going to be 2 1/4 by 3 7/8. So I'm going to cut this off here at 2 1/4. And then 3 7/8. Let's see, I want to look at this a minute. I think I want, to me, this is the most interesting section, so we'll cut it this way. 3 7/8. Now, I have one little piece that I need, and it's going to be 2 1/4 by 1. And believe it or not, I'm going to use this paper of marshmallows, and we'll see how this looks with the other. I just want a contrast. So let's cut this off at 1 inch. And then we'll cut it off at 2 1/4. By the time I get through here, you won't realize that these were marshmallows. It'll just be a piece of contrasting paper. Okay, now we have all of our pieces cut. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this over to the side. The next thing I'm going to do is get out my Big Shot. And I have a folder that looks like brick that I'm going to be using. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell the lighting and all, but it kind of looks like brick or concrete. And I'm going to take my biggest white piece of paper and put it in. Now, you will notice something about the folder. It's not big enough, but we'll fix that in a minute. All right, I have my machine set up with the book, with one page out, one piece plastic on top, the folder on top of that, and then the other plastic. And we'll run it through. And I'm going to go back. Okay, now let's fix the problem of having too long a piece of paper. I'm going to leave my folder just like it is with the label on top. I'm just going to turn my piece of paper around and I'll set it on this plastic here, and I want to put it where it's only the last row, which is what's missing, needs to be embossed. I'll see if I've got it straight here. Okay, now let's see what we have. We have the whole bottom embossed. Okay. It does make the extra ridge, but that can't be helped. Okay, I'm going to take my piece of cardstock that is 2.5 by 11, and I'm just going to score it in half, which is 5.5. Then I'm going to come over to 6 3/4 and score again. And we'll use the bone folder and get a good crease on both scoring lines. Okay, now that should be the end of using our scoring tool. Okay, if you have it this way, you've got it folded in half. But what we want to do is we want to glue this section in the middle. And I'm going to take some rubber cement and glue it. This is Elmer's rubber cement. I'm glue in between the circle. Excuse me, in between the two lines. Then I'm going to fold it over. Okay, now we turn it over and we see that we have a fold. Okay. We'll put this aside. We're progressing right along. The next thing we're going to do is get our printed paper that we cut. And let's see, I have one piece here. Okay, now we have our two pieces. Okay, I'm gonna see, this has kind of an unusual print. And I like that corner, so, okay. The nice thing about Embossed cement is you're able to move it around to where you want it. And I think that's about where I want it there. Okay, now we've got our other little piece. Let me decide how I want it. I like that, so we'll do it this way. And we line it up so the two pieces line up. Now, I don't have a little teeny weensy hole punch. So what I'm going to use is my pricker here, my Tim Holtz pricker. And I'm going to bend this back. And I'm going to make me a hole about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. And I'll make it all the way. Okay, I've got them recording through the holes now. And it's the way I did it is I only put the holes between the front and the middle. I mean, the front and the back. You could have put it all the way through the back if you had wanted to. And we'll make us a little bow here. And this is elastic cording. I think I got it off of a card. So it takes a little bit of working with because it stretches. There we go. And I'm going to trim cording a little bit. Now, the only thing left, I think I might put some words on it. I want this particular one will go in here like this. I'm going to glue it on in just a minute. So, and it'll be going this way. So I don't want anything really long or I'll have to cut it up. Let's see. Here's some little definitions. I think I'll use those. Together, beautiful, wonderful, memory, cherish. I think I'll do memory because the person will probably be writing their thoughts. This is going to be the exact size of my slimline. Now I'm going to glue this to the back. Now, in this particular case, you don't have to glue it to this, but I thought it would give it an interesting backing. So I'm going to put some glue in the back. There we go. And here's my slimline. Now it's got to set up my glue. Okay, here we are. I've got my backing. And this would go, let me find a page. This would go nicely in my junk journal. And you can lift it up and write on it. Or you can put pictures or whatever you want to do with it. And another thing you can do is get your regular slimline card. And my card here is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6.5 times 3, I believe it is. And I can put my slimline topping right onto my card. And not only do I have this, but I have this. So I think I will do that. Doesn't only take a second. And I still can put it in my journal if I want to. It will just give me another working place. Now I've got to let it set up. So I'm going to hold it in place. And here's my card. And here's my top. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please come back and see what I have in store for you. And here are the 2 slimline cards I have for you today. And don't forget to subscribe and have a great crafting day. Bye.